And product
No.
placement.
You could have done a plug there for Dr. Pepper and got us money.
Yeah, see? Money.
Hello! Hello, and welcome to the House of Games. Are you recording?
Yep.
Okay.
Here's my intro. Are you recording?
Hello, and welcome again to the House of Games. And today is our second podcast. And we are going to focus on different awesome games that are made in the House of Games and more. And here's Eli, as you remember from our previous podcast. Eli, how are you doing?
Good. Did you say our Eli?
Yes, we own part of you.
I'm doing wonderful. How are you?
I'm fine. So Eli, tell us please, what have you been working for the past 2 weeks?
So I've been working on 3 things mostly. More world map progress, because that's just going to go for a while, because it's a lot of shit. And some balance stuff for the main core gameplay, like how much damage turrets do versus other types of turrets and things like that. And some enemy art for the bad guys, because up till now they were all just like blocks and spears, and they looked really silly, and it was hard to tell what was going on, because everything looked the same. So that's finally underway now, after a long time.
Awesome. I love animes. Do you want to show some?
I'm not sure what that word was, but I'm going to say yes.
Oh, there's a saying,
She loves
if you
seeing
don't-
enemies.
Oh, I think it's animals.
If you don't have enemies, you're not an interesting person.
That's
I read that today somewhere too.
Enemies.
It's from my brain.
Oh.
And then enemies?
Alright.
We're doing world map first, because that's easier, and then we'll get 2 people, probably.
Wow! That's awesome.
Hey. So I still don't have any character art for the player in either cube, but other stuff is getting a lot nicer now. So I did a bunch of work on the sand shader for this like deserty area. So it's got a little bit of like sparkle to it, but it's not showing up as well as it does on my laptop. There we go.
Or on this videotape.
Yeah, it's not gonna show up at all in the video. It's just gonna look like yellow.
It is yellow, guys. I swear to God.
But if you look at it up really close, it looks like sand. So, you know, you can take my word for it. And I'm going to go over here to the swamp zone, because the swamp place had previously just like grass and stuff, just like kind of a layer of...
Dude, guys,
along the
look at
ground.
that tree. It's fucking awesome.
Well, if you like those trees, you're going to lose your mind with these next trees. I should be going a little faster by going on the roads.
So is that hopping automatically?
Yes.
Oh, you have some different trees over there.
Yes.
They're gonna blow my mind, apparently.
Well, they probably won't actually, but they're trees. They're bigger than the other ones. One of the aspects of this map is that everything is not to scale. It's just supposed to look nice when you're next to it.
It's
So
like
these trees are
swampy.
huge compared to the other ones. But they...
Looks like Louisiana.
Right? Down by the bayou.
So,
It's my goddamn alligator.
as of now, I'm getting pretty close to being done with like the natural things on the map, like the environmental stuff. And after that, I can start putting in all of the like settlements and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I realize this is kind of a nice way to go about it, like a nice order to go about it, because that's kind of the way it actually works. Like the settlements are based on what was already there, so it kind of makes sense to do all the natural stuff at the outset. Yeah, that's getting closer to being, I don't know, something.
Sweet.
Yep.
Very cool, Eli. So this is environment.
So that's that, and then
Enemies,
Nick.
please.
Yeah. Nick, can you come over here and play?
You want to see an enemy?
Yes, I would like to see the enemies. Why you show me so close up?
Oh.
Little Sam and no, I'm a friend. Friend.
E.T.
Okay.
Phone home.
Are these settings good?
I
I'm gonna assume these settings are
Top secret settings.
Oh my
Okay, now
goodness.
before you pick, you can hit the right bumper to change your color, your lights.
Oh, you got it already. That's alright.
At some point, you'll be picking your color too, so you can have like a little bit more customization. But for now, it also helps you a bit to like identify which character you are when there's more than one person on a team.
Mm-hmm.
For like one extra visual cue, and one thing to like pick for yourself, which is fun for you.
It's a nice gun. So enemies are trucks.
Yes.
Oh my God, I can't see a damn thing. Where'd he go?
Yes, the sun's coming in right over there.
There you are. Oh, let me look at this.
Avoiding the yellow, I take it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yulia. Questions?
Enemies. Different
Mark
types
asked
of
question.
enemies.
Yes.
Eli,
So.
can you explain please the enemies?
Right. So when you're playing this game, a big aspect of it is that you spawn little AI enemies to attack the other team.
Huh?
So left side and right side here are like facing each other like dodgeball, and they're gonna throw enemies at each other.
Okay.
So to make this kind of interesting, it can't just be like you have one type of enemy you throw.
Boom.
Also, minor note: there's a little bit of feedback now when you get a kill, like it tells you, "Hey, enemy down." And this is something that was missing since the very beginning of the project. But it's kind of nice to actually have that working out. Anyway, when you're picking what mini you want to spawn, there has to be something to be deciding about. Like, you have to have something to be thinking over, or else it's not interesting to pick which one you want to make. Because there's some kind of set of enemies you're picking from, so there needs to be distinctions between them. They have certain purposes.
Yeah.
So now I've got some like status effect type stuff from like RPGs. So like there's a fireproof guy and there's an iceproof guy.
Very cool. I really like your update with the yellow stuff. How it's all like jello moving. Little sun.
There was a thing before that the bullets were doing that same like kind of like pulsy thing.
Yeah.
They're doing it a little bit stronger, and when it's a little bit stronger than this, it's extremely distracting.
Wow.
But I left that in for like a month or two without noticing. It's fixed now, so it looks a little more pleasant. A little less headachy.
So, the enemies are differently colored. There are purple enemies and green and blue enemies. Is this correct?
Right, so that's also part of the distinctions between them. So like the blue guy is the iceproof one, the red guy is the fireproof one. Not all the colors necessarily mean stuff, but each tier has its own color, so you can always identify what type of guy it is by the color.
Okay.
And then also by what it's doing or its size or whatever.
Do you have a question, Mark?
Yes, Eli. So
Yes.
your bullets, are those purely done with the Unity particle system?
No. So the bullets are basically just game objects that are just like a bar, but then it's got several different particle systems that could be attached to it.
Okay.
So like for that like lightning effect there, that part's a particle system, which is just based on like the distance emission thing. But then the actual like beam on it is just a cube.
Yeah, the particles you got for your weapons are pretty cool. I've been trying to mess around with the particle system, trying to learn how to. You really seem to pimp it out.
Yeah, the particle system in Unity is very, very powerful, but there's some stuff that's kind of like weird gashes that don't quite work in intuitive ways, but you just get used to it and use it a bunch of times.
Sweet.
And there's like certain things that don't quite work the way you expect them to.
Do you find using because you got a lot of stuff going on in your screen, but it seems to be running pretty smoothly. What really do you add if you have something that slows the game down? Do you see the particles using a lot of them slows your game down at all?
Right. Computers are weird because they're insanely fast at certain things, and it's sometimes very hard to tell which things those actually are.
Yeah.
So it turns out drawing all these things on the screen is really not a problem, but it's more of an issue to like make objects and then delete them, and then make them again and delete them again.
Right.
So there's actually more performance work put into just like making sure nothing is ever actually deleted, but just like hidden somewhere else and used again later on.
Yeah, that's it.
Which is called cooling, which is a very common performance thing. And then like the enemy bullets look like spheres, but they're actually just billboards that are facing the camera. And those are drawn not as regular meshes, like with a mesh renderer and a game object and stuff, but just like it's a bunch of arrays of like bullet positions and things, and it just draws them all with the draw mesh function. So there's no game object overhead there at all, so it doesn't have to instantiate anything for this. It's just
That's nice.
Get him! No! Did you have anything else you wanted to show, Eli?
Not specifically. I want to do some playtesting at some point here to get some balanced object, but that's fine.
Alright, yeah, we can do that after this.
Okay.
Woo!
Okay, guys, thank you very much. Thank you very much for showing your awesome game. Next invite is David here, who is working on the audio for Eli's
to the studio.
Oh my god!
game.
What happened to your walk? Remember she was walking with like authority last time?
So I'm working on music for UntitledBulletL.com, the game we saw. What I was working on this week is this song. I've got a bit of. I'm working on some of the lead parts mostly. I learned some of the synth parts on guitar so that I can double them with the electric guitar. The main reason I want to do that is because when you hear like kind of computer sounds like synths, you have to do a lot of hand modulation to make them sound more human, not like you just kind of type your notes on a computer. And this is a nice way of doing that with just I've been playing guitar for a long time, so I can add in some simple things without having to do a whole lot of extra work. So here's this song. I'll just go ahead and skip up to what is
But yeah, don't forget to email your cousin if you have. Yes.
So I've got a sort of a breakdown part. One nice thing about this game, Eli and I were talking about this today, is it's totally okay for there being a lot of dynamics in the music. Because even like the slow parts where you're quiet and people aren't yelling and screaming are still going to be just as intense as everything else because there's just so much going on. So that's nice that it lets me get a little bit more diverse instead of just like crazy 4 to the floor, just like pounding all the time.
Sweet.
So this is a battle stage, is this correct?
Yeah, so this
Okay.
is a battle song.
Okay.
Yeah. It might not like sound like it right now because we just kind of started that sort of
Sure. Uh-huh.
Cool.
Oh, that's great. Okay, thank you for showing this, David. Okay, thank you. And we are going to the next house game participant, which is me.
She tried to steal it.
It's okay, Jenny. It's almost your turn.
Where are we going? Where's this guy? There he is. Those are apparently not Zynga pants.
Oh, you can't see them anymore.
They are not the Zynga pants.
Not Zynga pants.
Just some
You will
pajama
never
pants.
convince me of that.
I know, right? Like, look at this. Not that I'm trying to show you as junk or anything, but...
You also.
Hey, what up, Nick?
Hey,
This
hi.
time we have an assistant, Andrew.
Andrew was just playing.
I was just
Techno.
playing Techno. It is amazing.
Amazing. Selling it.
Andrew was playing techno, and you and Andrew want to demo the game and tell us
So
what happened.
what I've done this week is a couple of things. One, the training is nearly complete. There's now multiple phases that you go through once you actually have to beat the first of each little level and then get to the qualifying match against the AI. And once you beat that, you're getting your fame and credits, which have been added to the game. The AI is a lot smarter. He beats me regularly. And there's little variation as you go through the phases. What else did I do? I also fixed the issue of it loading really slow into the levels, so now everything's like real fast. There's now a replay on all the levels, so now you don't have to go back to the training menu.
It vibrates very nicely.
Yes, it does.
So all in all, the only thing that I haven't really finished on the training side is I'm still kind of playing with some ideas for the third one, where you learn about the power-ups. I want it to be different from the other games. It shouldn't be just the same thing of shooting something. So I'm trying to play with some different ideas. So hopefully I can get some ideas from some people who play test it. So Andrew's almost done. They're getting faster on you.
I haven't played this version yet, but it looks like the pace is quicker, and it looks like the control works.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the controls are really well. And you can't. Sometimes you can see it when you go really fast. I'm not sure why it does it sometimes and why it doesn't, because it does it really well on the computer. Which you know that. You know how that goes, man. But it does it doesn't stop immediately when you lift your finger. It kind of has that little slowdown effect. So.
Isn't like there was like a bug or something last time, so I guess you figured it out. Remember
Yeah. I don't remember what it was. I've done so much stuff that once I squashed it, I just moved on. And then also in the qualifying match, which isn't unlocked yet, there's now like a little indicator like Mario Kart. When you hit a power up, it kind of goes randomly and like stops on one, comes over. But there's a bug with it right now. Sometimes it just keeps going and it never stops just going, and it only does it every so often. So it's really strange. So
Sounds like a feature.
yeah.
Sounds like a feature.
The random power.
It's a very annoying feature. But, yeah, so that's Techno so far. But
Okay, very cool. I'm glad to see that it actually changed a lot since the last time I saw it.
Yeah, it's feeling a little more. It's a lot more fun to play the training now. So,
Definitely.
and I started on the garage a bit, but it's not very interactive yet. But what I'll end up doing is making it to where you have to actually buy your first garage space. So the player has to go through the training first to earn some credits and fame. Because you have to be a certain fame level also for them to be like, okay, you can have a garage to actually compete in this futuristic sport.
Right.
And you have to have credits to buy what you want to do.
It also feels better to do a tutorial if it doesn't have the name tutorial on it.
Right, yeah, right. If you can make it just feel like it's the first level of the game, but they're actually learning it, exactly.
Right.
Especially on a mobile game. So.
So I was wondering which direction do you want the graphics to move?
I'm so torn on that because every time I see a different game, I'm like, that's so cool, I want my game to look like that. So I continue to leave it up to whoever I end up finding to do the art,
Okay.
which I'm about to get on that now. Well, we have a lot to talk about tonight, so we'll figure out what we're going to do with that. But as soon as I get an artist, I want them to kind of have some more, I guess, I don't want them to feel limited, so I kind of want to get their brain on it, and that's kind of how I want to go about finding the artists that I like. Kind of letting them kind of put their touch to it, but I want it to be very, I want it to be kind of cartoony
Okay.
and fun,
Uh-huh.
you know, just like, and I love the idea of putting some humor into it somehow, but on a game like this, just, you know, some kind of cartoony and fun that dynamically kind of changes as the game's going on and matches, you know, so, I don't know.
So you probably will be focused more on like 2D art because it's more cartoony rather than 3D modeling art.
Right.
Is this correct? Is this correct?
There's some different ways you can go about it. I want to do some simple, like, low poly, like 3D, you know, because there's some really cool, how it's set up, I can do some really cool things with the camera and stuff like that, and if it's not 2D, then it's not going to look cool. Obviously, when you're playing the game, though, itself, it's all going to be from that top-down bird's view kind of perspective, so you don't really see too much of the 3D unless you see some of the objects right now. If the hats kind of like turn and spin, you kind of get that 3D feel, but it just kind of opens up for maybe some different like camera effects and stuff I can do, and I think that turn out a little bit better that way.
So the question, since it's going to be a free-to-play game with constantly updated content, is this correct? So are you planning to hire a full-time artist contractor?
I would love to like have an artist just come on and take a percentage of Techno, and like kind of negotiate something and just have them be a part of the project with me, and not just be some outside person who just wants to make a quick dollar. Because I've done the freelance stuff, and if you get like if you're like have like a percentage of that revenue coming in, you feel so much more ownership over it. And you want to make it nice, or you want to make it look good. It's not just something you want to just get done so you can get your flat pay and
Get your nugget.
go on to the next.
Artist.
Go to Vegas.
So if
Well,
you're an
what should we
artist, yeah, come find me. Techno, I need somebody to get on this project with me and be passionate about it with me and have some fun. So.
How can they
What's
get
your
in contact?
I was like, what's your email address,
There you
Nick?
go, good.
It's here at the bottom.
Oh, stop it! It makes me do stuff.
Blue World Apps. BlueWorldApps@gmail.com.
Blue World Apps.
Again, right there. At the bottom.
Again, right there, which makes me mess with YouTube more.
Here, now it's showing up on the top and bottom.
Oh my god! I'm gonna make you click on the thing. I'm gonna-
Okay, Nick, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And we are moving on to Andrew here.
My turn?
Yeah.
We should do Jenny because I have to go downstairs.
Oh my god.
Okay, sorry, Jenny.
Hey. Hi, Jane. Hello. Trying to prime me of my interview.
I see you playing a game there.
Yes.
What's the game you're playing?
So this here is one that I wrote an article for tomorrowsgamer.com. This one's called Picture This. It's an alpha build by Strange Loop Games. What I really like about it, I don't know if you've ever played the game, but someone starts with a picture or phrase. The next person is going, so like we start with a picture here. The next person is going to describe what they see. So a farm in the mountains, and then without seeing any of the previous ones until all 12 are unlocked, then you get to see the progression of it. So it turns into a farm in the mountains, girl standing on an island. So now there's a girl on an island, and now she's the bachelorette on Survivor, which is, this is the one David drew. So bachelorette on Survivor. those are her feet. She's relaxing at the ocean. And then, so about here's where we get to the problem of this game so far, is that there's a lot of people spamming it. So now we go to just squiggles and letters. But yeah, I really like that one. It's on Facebook, but they're going to bring it to mobile. And that's just one of the games that I've written about on Tomorrow's Gamer this week. So check them out, and if you have an indie game, feel free to send it my way. Always looking for more to write about.
Actually, I know this game. It was a part of Indie Press Showcase last year in San Francisco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah. John came and showed the game. Anyhow, did you want to say anything else? That's,
What are the other games you wrote about this week?
Right. So other than that one, we have this motion control one, which is pretty interesting. It's called Catch Up with Kalu. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. But there's this technology developed that you plug it into your laptop and you're able to control your computer with your hands using gestures. So with that, it came with its own app store. They only had like 100 games for it. So now one of those games, which is Catch Up Kalu, is being having a Kickstarter going on to get it onto mobile. So those of you who have a Galaxy S4, there's that one like feature where you can like swipe with your hands or answer calls. So that's getting implemented into other phones now, and then that's what the game is going to take advantage of. So you're going to be able to play the game pretty much without touching your phone. Which will be good for all the smears and less of those. And then there's this other one, Clang by Subutai? Anyways, they're interesting. They didn't really start out as a game development studio. They started out as this group of people here in Seattle who really like swordsmanship, so like medieval swordsmanship. And their whole thing with video games is that swords are one of the most boring weapons to have in a game because you just go like psh, psh, psh. So they're talking about swords actually have as many modifications and different things that you can do it, almost like as many as the guns in modern day first person shooters. So they want to bring back all the nuances of sword fighting into video games. So they've done motion tracking on themselves with their group to get how someone moves with each different sword. And so they just created a very simple game, but what they're trying to do is use that as a platform for other developers to get in there and really take advantage of it.
That's cool.
So, are they still making their game, or they just turned it into a platform now?
Well, right now, their Kickstarter got funded last year. They've gone through Greenlight, they've got lit, and it's not just out yet. So they're coming out with the game on PC soon.
Okay. Sweet.
So this was Jenny's take on what's happening in Seattle game industry right now. Thank you very much, Jenny.
Thank you.
Sweet.
Hi, and now we are going to Andrew. Hi, Andrew.
So
Hello.
mysterious. Let's go downstairs.
Oh my god, this could get dangerous.
MTV Cribs, man! So,
We're walking.
if anybody wants to play, you should bring controllers, because I only have 2.
Apparently I stole the other ones.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to play your game.
I know.
Andrew, I have
What?
ideas for you.
You have ideas for my game? Fantastic.
Oh yeah. Chun, 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 chun. Ah, look at that closet door. And that branding of speedrunners. Oh my god. Nothing? Mm-mm. He's not wearing a speedrunner shirt.
Fantastic.
Subliminal marketing.
Yeah, right? So somebody can get beat up by a bot then?
I actually played speedrunners last night at about 5 a.m.
Did ya?
Hey, stop advertising on my video part.
So
Yeah,
Andrew
you should
has
around
this t-shirt.
I know, right? Oh my god, now there's a eunuch.
Controllers for people who like games?
Who
You?
Yeah.
I've already
like
played
games?
this, so.
Alright, it is.
Alright, so this is
I
wrong.
have no idea what's going on.
Oh,
Here we go again.
green.
So not a lot has changed.
I don't know.
I don't know what happened.
Push buttons.
No, like the picture like just flew off somewhere.
Oh, well, it's being
Why
controlled
do
by
I
a bot.
always kill myself in stupid
So
I don't think I'm actually playing.
you are. You push
You
buttons.
are.
Push button.
So I spent a lot of time at PAX. We showed the game. On the morning of PAX, I implemented bots, which take over if you're not fast enough to press buttons. Julia, you should let somebody play while you interview.
Yes, I'm listening.
Well, I have a question for you. What kind of reception did you get about your game?
A lot better than I expected, actually. People seem to really enjoy the game. I was worried about people not really like understanding how this is different from other games available. Because we still have a lot of really core mechanics that we have to implement. But people really enjoyed it. So.
What kind of feedback did you get?
Not any actionable feedback. Mostly just really positive response that kind of affirmed where I was going with the game.
Right?
Look at that intent on Nick's face, man.
I'm
Dude,
He's playing.
like his eyes are just locked.
Man, this is my game right here.
He's not blinking.
This is my
anymore.
game.
Uh-uh.
I don't know who am I just playing bots?
Yeah, so I hope you don't lose.
Well, apparently these bots were owning people at PAX.
Yeah, they were.
They were.
Well, that's pretty impressive. Creating some AI that's pretty effective. Few hours before
Yeah.
you show it. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, the bots are about 3 hours old, and they're pretty mean at this point.
They seem very strong, in fact. So, Andrew, what are your plans for your game?
So right now, we're going to be working on getting that real hook in there for now. There's not a lot of rock, paper, scissors style play. You can't really capitalize on somebody's mistake very much right now. And then we're going to implement online multiplayer and hopefully be on Steam Early Access within a month and a half.
Oh, wow. Any more cool levels that the players should be looking forward to?
Yeah, so... No. The levels are kind of thrown together right now using assets that I had. There's a cat licking plastic back there.
Come on, dude.
But yeah, there should be
We're recording.
8 or so environments by launch.
set.
And each one will
Hot set,
have unique things that happen in them.
Oh, okay. Very cool. So, and tell us more about this level and items, editors that people will have.
So those aren't existing yet. There will be a level editor that you'll be able to create your own levels and kind of hook up different hazards that will affect the way the game plays out. There'll be a magic editor, which you'll have sliders and stuff, and you'll be able to customize your magic abilities.
So, a question: is there going to be in-game chat?
I don't know yet.
Okay, I saw.
People online are very mean, so.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
it's true.
That's the point.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, okay.
She wants to be mean in your game.
I know.
You see, when people can express their feelings, it makes them very satisfied about their game. Like, yeah.
I know a lot of games where I'd argue the opposite about
Okay.
that.
Well, only if you lose, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So just don't lose.
Okay, but people sometimes need to communicate, and I made
Yeah,
some
the
bit,
four players
a
are
couple of
gonna lose
different
every
modes, and you will be able to play teams, team versus team.
Yes.
And when you play teams, you need to communicate. Is this correct?
Yeah.
Okay, how do you communicate?
Well, right now there's no online, so you just punch your friend who's
Okay.
right next to you. I'd like to get voice chat in there, but I have no idea how to do that.
Okay. So people would have to use Trilio and Skype and also.
I imagine that's how teams would play,
Okay.
at least early on.
Okay, that sounds very fair. So, is there any cool feedback from PAX that you're going to implement in your game?
No.
Are you kidding me, really? No?
People love the game, so I guess I'm going to continue to implement that.
Okay.
Not a lot of game designers at PAX, so.
So how about that feedback about the guy who will continue getting more damage when he's using magic and stuff like that? Remember?
That's currently in the game.
Oh, okay. So you already implemented.
Yes. So as you use magic, people take more damage.
Okay. So yes, Andrew actually implemented, so he just doesn't want to say it. You can have ideas besides Andrew. So, but was PAX useful as far as feedback?
As far as actionable feedback, no.
Yeah.
People really love the game,
Okay.
so that got me really excited to continue working on the game. So it was useful in that sense.
Okay.
It's always good to have people reaffirm.
Yeah, exactly. Especially after having developed it, so quickly and then putting it in front of people. Definitely surprised people.
Did you find any bugs?
Did I find any bugs? Yes.
Okay.
That's secretive, apparently.
Yes, I found bugs.
Okay. Did you fix them?
I fixed some of the bugs.
When are you going to be pushing the new build to the Fire TV?
Probably Monday.
Monday.
So they can get through QA at a time
Okay.
it needs to be.
And this will update the version that's on there, so now you can actually play with yourself.
Yes.
And so it'll introduce the bots and whatnot.
Yes.
Hey Andrew, when is the story mode coming up?
The story mode?
Yeah.
Probably sometime after early access launch.
Okay.
We wanna get the core mechanics really locked down before we start designing a lot of content around the mechanics.
Yeah, so those people who are getting the game early, they're lucky because they will see everything from the very beginning and they will get even more excited with more and more mods coming up.
That's the hope.
Sweet.
Thank you very much, Andrew.
Thank you.
Alright.
You gonna close it?
Guys, thank you very much for watching us and coming to see us at our YouTube channel, and please subscribe here.
Damn it!
And we are looking forward to seeing you next week. Bye bye!
It'll be like a real YouTube channel now.